Sometimes some Pisces, y'all know y'all can get out there. Out there. Hello everybody, I'm Sohnjee and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. I appreciate your checking me out. To all my subscribers, thank you so much for hanging in there with me, always showing your support and giving me much love. Now, according to the analytics, a lot of you out there are enjoying my channel. You enjoy watching it. Well, you can show how much you appreciate the knowledge and the little nuggets that I give to you by hitting that subscribe button and the bell so that when I upload new content, you can do what you've been doing, watching, but this time you'll watch as a subscriber. Also, for those of you that have been commenting and sharing with each other, helping each other to grow, as well as teaching me about yourselves, I appreciate you so much. So thank you one and all for the support, for the comments, and for my new subscribers who will be joining by just hitting that subscribe button and the bell. Welcome to the family. Let's get into the video. Good to see you here. Let's get on with the topic. So today we're discussing how long it takes a Piscean to actually fall in love. Well, all right, here we go. Now, if you don't know, let me tell you, Pisces is the ultimate romantic when it comes to love. You hear me? They are the kings and queens of it. Yes, Pisces, I'm giving you your props. Okay, bow down. They are the kings and queens of it. Think like candy, hearts, roses, flowers, soulful conversations, long walks on the beach, whatever your thing is. Yeah, Pisces got you covered. In their exalted expressions of or positive ways that they make feelings manifest for their partners, the Piscean, when in love, is utterly devoted. They just embody a sense of unconditional love towards their partners, and they can make the relationships feel out of this world. So if you are dealing with the Pisces, I get your confusion because, you know, it's only week 2. And you are feeling like, oh my God, this just can't be real. It's real. I'm telling you. If your partner's making you feel like you in a fairy tale romance, chances are, you know, that's just what dating a Pisces is like. Look at you, right? But when it comes to love, nobody can make you feel the way a Piscean can. Again, Pisces, hats off to you. Kudos to you. They're just the type of sign that will sing you love songs. They will write you poems. They are attentive. They are right there. They are in your face, okay? That's the good part. That's the upside of it. They just know how to make people feel truly special, okay? And if you're not used to that much affection from a person and the romantic gestures that early on in the relationship, it can make you question Pisces' true feelings. And you should. Okay? Because knowing whether or not the Piscean is in love with you, or if this is just how the Piscean gets down, yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so here's the deal about how you know whether or not a Piscean is truly in love with you. Now, for a Piscean in their shadow side, Pisceans can be somewhat clingy. Most of them are. Pisces, come on now, tell the truth. You're a bit clingy, okay? So, but this is because in ancient astrology, Pisces used to rule the jails. So their partner, true story, so their partners can sometimes feel like they're in handcuffs when they are in relationships with Pisces. Like they own you. Like, They your CEO. Like, where you going? What you doing? That's okay, though. Love you, Pisces. I just told you. You saw I gave you kudos. Hats off to you, okay? But setting boundaries with a Piscean is essential if you're going to be in a relationship with them, okay? You need to have really structured, this is like, baby, I'm just going to brush my teeth over here. Be right back. Okay, yeah. So, you know, boundaries for the who, the what, the schedule. That meets both of your needs, okay? Because you don't want to make your Pisces feel rejected. Now, that's another video. I'm sure if you scroll my channel, yeah, you don't want to do that. But you do want to set up clear, concrete boundaries for the relationship moving forward, just so you don't feel as though you're the jailer being jailed, okay? Well, it's not supposed to feel like that, all right? Also, Pisces have a tendency to be a little bit too idealistic. So you might early on want to have this conversation about what love looks like to the Piscean, okay? And you might want to express what it looks like to you. And you want to be honest. Now, I'm not saying being hurtful. Well, first of all, it isn't that type of conversation. So what you trying to hurt the Pisces for? Okay, don't do that. But you should be clear about what your expectations in a healthy, happy relationship looks like, and then fall back and allow the Piscean to tell you what it looks like to them. Remember, you want to do that early on in the relationship because that's going to cut down on the confusion, and then you ain't going to watch my video for me to tell you whether or not you should believe all this. Okay, moving on. Now, with all that being said, okay, it's common for Pisces to fall in love with someone's potential. All righty, hear me clear. Pisceans fall in love very commonly with a person's potential versus what's actually being presented to them. Okay, so a Piscean can see what you could be, and they will idealize that, and they become in love with that. And then you show up, the reality of you, and that might kind of bump heads with what's really going on, and there's the conflict, and that's why y'all write all the nasty things about Pisces, because they gone, because you didn't live up to the idealism. All right? But that's why you're here, because you want to know. You don't want to fall in that trap. I get it. I get it. Let's keep going. Now, because Piscean, okay, so we talked about that, the idea of you as opposed to the reality of you can sometimes be conflict. Now, naturally, Pisceans are hopeless romantics, okay? They tend to fall in love very quickly. Oh, yeah. Like 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Sorry, Pisces. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're in love with you. Again, rewind. The idea of you appeals to Pisces. Now, in fact, the Pisces is the epitome of falling in love at first sight. Yes. So how long does it take a Piscean to fall in love with you? Blink. No. It's more to it than that. Hey, stay with me. Come on. I got more. All right. Now, see, here's the thing about a Piscean. They're very spiritual, and they're very in tune with their emotions. So it doesn't necessarily mean that when they fall in love with you, per se, at first sight, that they're not really feeling something for you. They are. But again, 9 times out of 10, it's the idea of you more so than it is really you. I mean, hell, let's face it. You ain't did nothing but showed up and had a cup of coffee. I mean, that's not hard to love, baby. I mean, you look good sipping that cup of coffee. I'm just saying. All right? So they won't hesitate to pursue you if they're into you, okay? So that's the first clue. If they are pursuing you heavily, typically for Pisces, then they're into you. Now, you need to remember that the Piscean is ruled by the deepest of waters, okay? So they want to be able to bear their soul, and they have a partner that's willing to do the same. So what does that mean? Communication, talking, in touch, touchy-feely. They need that. They have to feel connection to you. And it's important to remove all the shallowness and superficiality that can sometimes come with this age of dating, because remember, you are fighting against the idea of you in Pisces' mind, and you really want to give them the reality of you. Now, I'm not saying showing up to the date without your teeth being brushed and you looking like a ragamuffin, okay? Don't do that. But you, at the same time, you want to make sure that you are expressing yourself in a clear and articulate way, so that the Piscean is understanding exactly who you are in front of them and not who you could be down the line. Doesn't mean that their intuition is telling them the wrong thing about you. You might actually agree with their vision of them. Go ahead. Your ego should tell you to agree with it. However, in order for this to be a relationship that you are going to maintain and grow, it needs to be healthy, alrighty? And the first step is presenting yourself to the Piscean in such a way that it is realistic, it is right now, and that they are paying attention to what's happening in the present. Alrighty? Now, I know you like, girl, you grown on when they in love with me, okay? You gonna tell me when this man in love with me? I'm gonna tell you. As they have one of the biggest hearts, okay? So a partner that exudes kindness and compassion is the ultimate ticket for a Piscean. So you need to remember that although a Piscean are the servers of the relationship, they listen, again, Pisces, listen, I know I give y'all a hard time, but the attention and the way that y'all love on y'all lovers, second to none. I will give you a moment of silence, but my subscribers are going to click off, so I can't do that. But just know in my head, I just gave it to you. Okay? So, that's what you're going to get from a Piscean. They are going to serve you. But how do you get them to fall in love with you? Well, don't just sit up there and take it all for yourself, you greedy goblin. Okay? Give some back. A Piscean that is getting as good as they are giving, okay, listen, they are there with you, okay? Because a Piscean truly believes in love. Hallelujah. Yeah, they believe in it, okay? They subscribe to it. So whether or not they're really in love with you or the idea of loving you is up for a debate early on in the relationship. However, unlike the other zodiac signs that fall in love quickly, Pisces is much more common to get their heart broken than to lose interest. Did you hear what I said? A Piscean is probably really loving you, but because you, like me, don't believe nothing, you don't believe it because it happened too fast and it's too fantastic with your old pessimistic self, you're going to go ahead and leave and mess it up. All right? No, that's not what we're doing. That's why we're watching the video. You see, what you're going to do if you're dating a Pisces and they're still romantic and affectionate with you, you're going to trust that their feelings are genuine. You are going to pay attention. You are going to keep it real. You are going to be as good to them, if possible, as they are to you. Okay? And here's the thing to remember. If you allow them to be who they are, let them daydream sometimes. That doesn't mean you let them. Sometimes some Pisces, y'all know y'all can get out there. Out there. All right. This is every now and then, you know, you pull them back here, but they need somebody who's okay with that. And they can share their dreams with them. So if the Piscean starts to tell you and consistently tell you and show you that they love you, and you're the type of partner who's loving, kind, and accepting of this, then hey, that Pisces is in love with you. So, how long does it take? I told you 2 minutes, 2 seconds. No, but 4 months to be a solid thing. I usually say, can we give it the 60-day rule at least? Can we give it 2 months? Can we give them 2 months? But if they're still doing the same thing on day 60 that we're doing on day 1, yeah, that Pisces loves you. And the Pisces has no problem at all expressing it, okay? So, just remember, it doesn't hurt to surprise your Piscean with thoughtful gifts and romantic gestures too. Pisceans a lot of time get the short end of the stick because they are the overdoers for the people that they care about. And sometimes we take that for granted. So, you know, see, Pisces, I'm sticking up for you. Y'all be good to your Pisces because you know they're good to you. And they're going to love you even more for it. And you won't have to question whether or not they love you. They done rented the helicopter or the plane and they wrote it in the sky, baby. You know how expensive that is? Just saying. You go. Enjoy the love you have for a Piscean. It doesn't take them long at all to really fall into the trenches. But again, you're going to try to give them at least 60 days. But remember the rule. If they're still doing the same thing on day 60, day 90, day 120 that they did on day 1, yeah, they love you. Go for it. Enjoy. I'm kind of jealous, actually. So there you have it. You know, everybody's an individual, but basically, as I said to you, a Piscean really can fall in love at first sight and stay there. I do know Pisceans that, you know, that has happened with them. Didn't happen with me, but it has happened with them. So, and you can trust it if it's consistent. So that's what you're going to look for. You're going to look for the consistency. You're going to make sure that your Piscean's words match their actions, okay? And that this is a consistency, okay? That's what you want to see. You want to see a consistency in behavior. And you also want to continue to give. And again, make sure that you keep things rooted in the here and now. Don't get so caught up in the dream world that Pisces is going to create for you because, oh yeah, they will create it because, you know, you start believing that and you don't ask questions and you just going along with the fairy tale. You might get left. Just saying. All right, because, yeah, Pisces. You know y'all, you know you could do that to people. I'm not telling anything that folks don't know. But if you're lucky enough and fortunate enough that you are actually in a loving relationships with a Piscean, and it is true blue, listen, that love can actually stand the test of time. Alrighty, so if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you can be notified when I upload a new video. I thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll be down there seeing what it is you have to say. Okay, and for all those that thought that I hate Pisces so much, there you have it. I bowed to you and gave you a moment of silence in my head. For goodness sakes, you guys are cool. You know, I like that whole love thing, you know. Hey, share the love. We need it. Until next time, I'm Sohnjee. Take care. Bye-bye.